Hi guys, welcome back to Clean Router's Daily News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about the Apple Mac. So Apple Mac is starting to look like an iPhone. Let's talk about it. So as you guys can see in the picture, it looks like uncannily like my phone's lock screen. And the general trend of macOS releases over the past few years is that it has been moving closer and closer to the look of and feel of iOS. So the icons have become iOS icons and their shape has become the iOS shape. And now you can use your iPhone as a Mac's webcam, which is it's a good feature, but it feels like you're using like computer as your phone. So this occasionally comes at the expense of other functionality, but it is a direction that Apple has clearly been heading in since Big Sur. And every so often other splashy features are announced that I write a lot about and then never end up using ever again. So the continuity, that's the good news for continuity fans, but that's basically what's going on with Sonoma. Ventura looked a heck of a lot like iOS, and Sonoma looks even more like iOS. I turned my Office Mac Studio on after installing the developer beta and thought for a second that I might be hallucinating my iPhone's lock screen, but it's remarkably reminiscent. And but in case that wasn't enough for an iPhone vibe for you, the other big update that comes with this public beta is that you can now put widgets on your desktop. Widgets, right? That's the feature of a phone. I don't recommend using that for you on your computer. So they intelligently tint based on the color of your desktop, and they are available for various Apple apps, including Safari, Contacts, and Podcasts. So as you guys can see in the picture, you can use widgets on your desktop screen. That's hilarious. That's not the feature for a computer. But now this is neat, but it also strikes me as one of those iOS carriers that doesn't make a whole lot of sense on a computer. But personally, I find the benefit of widgets on iPhone regularly to be that you can glance at them while you are grocery shopping or waiting for the bus or whatever, but they don't have time to open the actual app. And I suspect that the primary impact of having widgets on your desktop is that it makes your Mac look a lot more like your iPhone. And I hope that third-party developers might figure out fun and exciting use cases for desktop widgets by the time Sonoma is fully released. A quick interruption here, guys. Today's video is brought to you by CleanPhone. CleanPhone is a perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on your kid's phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, like you can choose which application and which game you would like your kid to play or use, and you can also monitor their text and phone locks, and it lets you manage their screen time as well. So it is the perfect phone for your kids. So I would recommend you guys to check out their website, which is cleanphone.info. And let's move to another one. Okay, so once we get past continuity stuff, we generally arrive at the part of macOS where Apple's services desperately play catch up with their third-party competitors. Video conferencing is a big one this year. New video conferencing features have arrived with Sonoma. These aren't just for FaceTime, they seem to work in at least like Zoom too. So the one that seems the most hilarious to me is called Presenter Overlay, which sort of does what you would expect from a title. If you are, for example, giving a PowerPoint presentation to colleagues and sharing your screen, Presenter Overlay can overlay a video feed of you talking over the presentation. It can either drop your entire face and body on there, or this is 100% that I will be doing on video call from now on. Just stick your face in a little bubble, which you can move around the screen in real time. That is hilarious. And I would definitely try that feature, like 100%. And there are also new 3D reactions available, including hearts, balloons, and my favorite, the thumbs down. Sorry colleagues, but I will be 3D thumbs down in you all of this time. That is possible. And another kind of cool thing is Safari has profiles, like the Chrome one. You can use profiles in Chrome, so Safari has that feature now as well. With this feature, the web browser continues to play catch up with the features that Chrome has had for eons. Like in Chrome, different profiles can have different bookmarks, history, tab groups, cookies, and they sync between devices as well. I mean, unlike in Chrome, however, you can label Safari profile as specifically for use cases like work and personal. While I mostly see the primary use case of browser profiles to be different set of bookmarks, I'm also intrigued by the fact that you can add a specific focus to different profiles. If I used focus, I would probably do that. So here is the picture. You can have like multiple Safari profiles upon a time here. So let me show you guys here. There we go. So there are a couple other things. New game mode, which will be thoroughly test once if it's in final form. It's supposed to make games more playable on macOS. Messages has search filters. The screen sharing app got a high performance mode, and autocorrect has a new language model. But after having used like Sonoma for a few days, the primary difference in experience is that it looks very much like an iOS. Even in areas where that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, the journey to continuity continues. Download the Sonoma public beta to be part of it. That was the tech news for today, guys. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about the new Mac, and we'll see you in the next one.
Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and it is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.